You're sitting there listening to some music, enjoying a few moments of peace at a stoplight, and BAM! Somebody crashes right into the back to you. 50 miles an hour. Car's totaled. That's what happened to us. That's actually how we got this Jeep. The Project Envoy that you've seen on the channel from time to time got totaled because somebody was, looking at the phone, didn't see that we stopped, and crashed right into us. So you're always trying to make the back of your car a little more noticeable when you're stopped. You got the third brake light, you got the brake lights. It'd be nice if we could have, spikes that come out and prevent somebody from crashing into us. I actually usually like to have the big square hitch on the back because that a lot of times catches that driver that's coming in. But you can also make it more visible when you're stopping. Sometimes that'll help. And so on these Jeeps, it's kind of hard to see when you're stopping because you got the tail lights, but you also got the tire in the middle. So if there's any angle, person's from the side or something, it's real hard to see. The third brake light's real small. So we're gonna do a little upgrade here. You've probably seen these around. This is the spare tire brake light. This one's by Suparee. It's basically just adds a brake light in the center of the wheel. There are a couple different options, a couple different looks to the lights themselves. You can get different colors and things like that. This is the X002 NFVCXF. You don't need to remember that. We will drop a link down below, but it's pretty easy install, pretty easy upgrade. We're gonna put it on and see what we think. Get some instructions. Instructions are pretty simple. 6 steps, very few tools required. And then the last thing in the box, this is actually the new brake light. Here you can see, this is actually, might be hard to see, but this is actually kind of a semi-opaque panel. This is the clear panel that you'll be able to see the brakes through. Wires coming out the back, and it tells you which side is up. Let's go ahead and put this thing on. All right, step 1, remove your spare tire. 19mm socket. I'm just gonna use tried and true Step 1, done. Step 2, remove the torque screws from the third brake light assembly. So you're gonna go open up this, 4 torque screws right here. T20, 4 screws. All right, once you got that pulled down, you're gonna unplug the plug right here on the top of the third brake light. And when you press down, give it a good wiggle so you don't end up snapping it all off. And then you're gonna grab this baby. You see you got 2 plugs on here. You're basically doing an in and an out so that we can add this light by just using the same wiring here. So you're gonna take the black end, you're gonna plug it in to the original existing. The gray end plugs in right here on the third brake light. So basically all you're doing is just stealing that power to add another brake light here without adding any new wiring. All right, this is gonna go right here. Tells you up, and you wanna line up the holes. Okay, like that. All right, so wire's coming out the back here. It says up. Place it on the studs. Okay, this is all in place. On the back of this, you're taking the pigtail, you're plugging the gray one into the third brake light, you're plugging the black one into the existing wiring that was plugged into the third brake light, and then we're going to put this all back together. You can't fit that plug up at the top behind it, so I'm actually running the plug down, and then I'm going to have the plug here kind of in this little gap at the bottom. Once you get that all lined up, just tuck your wiring in, and we're going to put this back in place. All right, if you got all the wiring done right, that should sit nice and flush. If you got any extra wiring here, there is kind of a space behind the spare tire. You can shove that down in there, and it looks pretty good all wired up. Then we're going to put the spare back on. So there you go. Easy installation, few minutes, and look at that. Got our brake lights, but now we got this big center red stop sign saying, please don't hit me. Thanks for watching. You can check out how to get one of these down below. If you got comments, post them down there. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.